The fluorescent lights hummed. Chalk dusted the air. It was a normal day in calculus class, until it wasn't. The announcement crackled over the loudspeaker. Lockdown. The word hung in the air like a bad smell. Mr. Jones, usually the epitome of cool, moved with urgency. He flicked off the lights, plunging the room into semi-darkness. "Everyone to the back," he whispered, his voice tight with worry. We huddled together, a mass of teenage anxiety. Silence. Then the power went out. Our haven of semi-darkness became complete blackness. Footsteps echoed in the hallway, getting closer. A man screamed. He was banging on lockers. Our breath caught in our throats. The unseen man moved on. We waited. Finally, the dean's voice, strained but firm, filled the silence. An unstable individual had entered the building. He had assaulted the receptionist. Relief, fragile and hesitant, settled over us. The lockdown dragged on. The intruder was never found. The cafeteria buzzed with the usual lunchtime chaos. Trays clattered, friends laughed. Then 4 deafening booms echoed through the air. Silence fell, heavy and absolute. Thunder? No, not like this. A voice on the loudspeaker, urgent, panicked, lockdown. We moved in a silent, confused mass to the multi-purpose room. Eric, a boy known for his outlandish stories, claimed to have information. A disabled, crazy person barricaded in a nearby house was threatening suicide. Later, we learned the police had apprehended the individual. Eric, it seemed, wasn't exaggerating this time. He even knew the man was a registered sex offender. The information hung in the air, heavy and disturbing. We returned to our routines, forever changed. The basement office was cold, damp. I was 22, a college intern, trying to gain experience, trying not to be afraid of the dark. The phone rang, a woman's voice, tight with fear. Possible intruder. Be careful. My coworker and I exchanged panicked glances. We hid, the silence thick and suffocating. Footsteps approached, heavy and deliberate. I crouched under my desk, my heart pounding in my ears. A text message arrived. World shrivel die. Nonsensical, terrifying. A man appeared in the doorway, red plaid shirt, reddish-black cap. He saw me. Then a deafening explosion, a gunshot. Later we learned it was Mr. Buckley, our co-worker, who had been shot. He survived. The man in the plaid shirt, he was never found. These stories, these fragments of fear stay with us. They whisper of our vulnerability, of the fragility of safety. Brandy, a classmate, saw something disturbing on Halloween, someone cutting their arm, writing on a window with their blood, a cry for help, a threat. We never knew. We need to talk about these things, about the fear, about the need for better security measures, about mental health, about creating schools where students feel safe, not scared. We owe it to ourselves. We owe it to each other.